Many people are wondering if Samsung is taking ideas from Apple for its next flagship phones, the Galaxy S26 series. The reason? Recent leaks and photos of the S26 lineup show some design choices that look quite similar to Apple's iPhone 17 series. But is Samsung really copying Apple, or are both brands just following similar design trends? Let's take a closer look. First, let's talk about what's known so far. Two major design changes have been mentioned in leaks, both of which remind people of Apple's new iPhones. The first one is the new body design. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is said to have rounder edges compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This is interesting because Samsung's Ultra models have traditionally had a boxy, flat-edged shape. That changed a bit with the S25 Ultra, and now it seems the S26 Ultra will have even smoother corners. Some people like this new shape because it feels better in the hand and is more comfortable to hold, while others prefer the sharp, flat design from older Galaxy phones. But to be fair, round edges aren't unique to Apple. Many brands use them to improve how a phone feels when you're holding it. The second big change comes with the Galaxy S26 Edge. The leaked renders show a camera setup that looks a lot like what we've seen on the iPhone 17 Pro. The layout is more symmetrical and has a raised, rectangular island that resembles Apple's design. Some fans say this makes the phone look cleaner and more stylish, while others worry that Samsung might be losing its unique identity. But it's important to understand that these changes might not be about copying at all. The camera layout could simply be the result of making space for new sensors, better lenses, or internal components, things that affect design choices across the whole industry. Now let's talk about the viral orange Galaxy S26 Ultra that caught everyone's attention. A photo showing the phone in a bright orange color, almost identical to the iPhone 17 Pro's cosmic orange, went viral online. However, this turned out to be fake. The leak came from Ice Universe, a well-known tipster, who later confirmed that the image was edited, possibly by AI. So, that bright orange model doesn't actually exist, at least not in that exact shade. That said, Samsung is still planning to release an orange version of the S26 Ultra. Reports suggest it won't be the same orange as Apple's version, but rather closer to the orange tone from the Galaxy S24 Ultra, or maybe something like the reddish orange from the S23 Ultra. The reason people might think Samsung copied Apple simply because color trends often overlap. For example, purple, green, and gold have all been popular at different times, and now orange seems to be the new favorite. It's bold, eye-catching, and stands out on store shelves, which is why multiple brands are likely to use it. So, is Samsung really copying Apple? Not really. While Samsung has occasionally followed Apple's lead in the past, such as removing chargers from the box, this situation looks different. The design changes for the S26 series seem to be driven by practicality and evolving user preferences, not imitation. Take the camera design again. The rectangular camera island isn't an Apple invention. Many Android phones used similar layouts before. Samsung's version probably aims to improve internal balance and make room for upgraded sensors, rather than mimic Apple's design. The same goes for the rounder body. This isn't new either. Samsung started softening its design with the S25 Ultra, and the S26 Ultra just continues that process. In today's smartphone world, design similarities are almost unavoidable. Companies learn from each other, share design ideas, and adapt based on what users like. It's not about copying, it's about evolving. What matters most is how the phone performs, how it feels to use, and what unique features it offers. In the case of the Galaxy S26, Samsung seems focused on refining the overall look and feel. The new design appears smoother, more balanced, and more comfortable. These changes suggest Samsung is paying attention to user experience, not just chasing Apple's design language. At the end of the day, both companies influence each other in small ways. The smartphone industry is full of shared ideas and trends. What makes a brand stand out is how well it executes those ideas and how much value it adds for users. The Galaxy S26 lineup seems to show Samsung's ongoing effort to improve its phones, not copy anyone else.